The struggle is real. The fact of the matter is, we're all struggling with something. Every last one of us has that one thing deep down inside that if you really thought about it and you really talked about it, like it would just make you sit there and cry because it has such a big wound in your heart. And that's normal and that's okay. But we live in a society that says, no, 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 no. You can't be, that's weakness. You can't be weak. You can't be vulnerable. And so what a lot of people do nowadays is they stuff it down and try to pretend like it's not there. And I'm going to say, I think that creates a lot more issues than anything else. And then the other part that's kind of attached to it is there's the whole social media envy where you get to see everybody else's highlights. And then you're probably just like me where you start doing that little comparison game where, man, look at all these people. They're all so happy. I'm the only person that's sad and depressed. I just want to say, no, that's not true. Everybody's got something that makes them sad and depressed. And a lot of people just pretend like it's not there, stuff it to the side, act like it's not there. I'm guilty of it too, guys. Like for me, there's usually a symptom and there's usually the deeper issue, the root of it. For me, like, man, I'm addicted to food. Like, man, I'm the kind of guy to go to an all-you-can-eat buffet. I could be stuffed full and I'll still go eat 2 or 3 more plates. And I know I'm going to feel like junk. And I know the food doesn't even taste good. And I continue to do it. Why? It's like, well, when I think about it, when I reflect, as a kid, there was a lot of times where we didn't have food, where we didn't have hot water, where we didn't have electricity. So I got this like over efficient mindset, like, man, anytime you get food, you eat as much as you can. And I just kind of wired that into me. And food kind of became like an obsession, almost like a drug. And so, food and then growing up poor, you wouldn't think those 2 things would be a major issue, but that's what it is for me. You got other guys who are scared of life. They're scared and worried about all the things that could happen. So in order to prove that they're not scared, they fight all the time to prove it. There's other people who had bad relationships with their parents and stuff, and it really makes them sad. And so they go into drugs or they sleep around. I mean, the issue, that's the root of the issue, and then the way that people handle it are 2 different. That's why there'll never be 2 people that have the exact same issue. And I just want to let you know, like, it's okay, man. We're all struggling. We all have something that bugs us. We have that one major thing that really gets to us. A couple other little things that are there. And I just want to let you know, it's okay. Like I said, our society is so big on just like, no, dude, you can't have anything hurt you. You got to pretend like men don't cry. You shouldn't do that. I disagree. I think it's okay for men to cry. I think it's good. I think it takes more vulnerability for a man to cry in front of another man or another woman and acknowledge that it hurts. I think you get more peace in saying, you know what, this really hurts me and it really bugs me and I wish it would go away, but the fact is it's there. Because when you just stuff it down and try to pretend like it's not there, I think it just gains more power over you. And then you stuff it down for enough years, eventually it's going to blow up into a big, huge thing. So that's why I encourage you guys, like, it's okay to acknowledge that you're having an issue. Everybody's got something different and everybody handles it differently. And, we're all trying to figure out what's best for us. Now, getting angry, that's okay. Getting frustrated, being scared, that's fine. Fighting to prove that you're not scared, that's not okay. What you could do, another option is, I don't know, punching bag. Beat the heck out of that punching bag. Me personally, when I'm angry and frustrated, lifting weights gets all my frustration out. That's what works for me. That's a productive way to deal with that anger and that frustration. There's a bunch of different things that you could do. I got it still from Grey's Anatomy again, but they had the little stuffed animals, and when they get frustrated, they scream and throw the stuffed animals at the wall as hard as they could. You know what? Hey, if it works for you, go for it. Some people journal. Some people go for long walks, walk their dog, play with their kids. Like, everybody has something that they do to de-stress them and to let it out. Whatever it is, maybe some of you want to leave some ideas in the comments of great stress relievers. The other thing is, man, just get a trusted friend that you know. Heck, go for a counselor. I know I got to be the only dude who is looking for a counselor and like, what's the problem? Nothing. Everything's great. I'm just trying to learn more about myself. So it's okay to get a counselor. It's okay to talk to friends. It's okay to acknowledge that there's issues we got to work through. The fact of the matter is, everybody's struggling with something. The struggle is real. And we got to work together to help each other out because we got a lot of time on our hands. Man, make that phone call. Check up on that friend. Let's talk about it. You got time, right? Most of us are stuck at home. So I say give those friends a call and check on them, see how everything's going. You can accomplish anything you want as long as you're willing to sacrifice and put in the work. I believe in you. Go get it. Stay safe.